TDS Radio, your girl So Fab here, Coach Block. And we told you guys yesterday when we were having our foolish conversation, we'll have to talk about later, that we would have the healing consultant in the building. Yes, she is here, no other than Miss Spencer herself. If you guys have been paying attention every other Wednesday, we are really kicking off this healing Wednesday, just getting back to ourselves, making sure that our mental and our physical is intact. And we have Miss Spencer here to help us along the way. So before we were talking about the drops and getting your morning started.
Correct. We were rolling through the pain.
And, Coach was talking about that last week. Yes. And then this week, we're talking about music.
Yes, we're talking about let the music move you.
Yes, honey.
In the morning.
Hey, now.
Talk to me.
Silly.
I'm talking. I said, talk to me. So today is going to be all about the music and all about getting your day started. Like you said, Kim, we had already talked about the drops.
Yes.
And how
can't talk about those enough. Drops have saved a lot of people's lives.
Really? I'm so happy.
I'm just telling y'all. As a recap, for those of you who may be new and haven't, watched the episodes prior to or listened to us prior to, we have some, Miss Spencer, I don't, has created CBD drops for in the morning or during the daytime or even at night to kind of help ease things for you. And that was one of the issues that I was having, where my mind was just steady racing. My anxiety was through the roof. It was just a lot of things happening mentally that was affecting me physically, where, I couldn't get any rest, or when I did get up, I was just tired from my mind going all night. But these drops, telling y'all, these drops, just one or two in your water in the morning, and it just takes everything and brings you to a leveled experience where you're like, I can tackle my day. Which is awesome.
Thank you. Awesome. Because that's part of it. But we're also talking about setting the intention in the morning.
Absolutely.
We've talked about that, and part of that is music.
Absolutely.
I think all of us know. We know that music can send us to great heights and great depths.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes.
And so in the morning, I'm talking about setting a playlist, because okay, y'all, I've got a playlist on Spotify, The Healing Consultant, but that music is set for the morning to give you pick me up, to give you, to start that day off with our drops, and our tea.
Absolutely.
And our tea.
Absolutely.
To get you kind of up and going, to get you moving, to get the beginning of your day started, to set your intention. Because I think we all have talked about the fact that as a people, we need our cup to be full in the morning.
Yes.
We have to be filled.
Absolutely.
In order for us to spill over and give to others.
Hello.
Same thing.
You have to talk about it. Yes, absolutely.
You have to.
Absolutely. You're being pulled in so many directions. If you're a parent, your children, if you have a spouse, significant other, them, your co-workers, that they'll pull you in a million and one directions.
Yes, they will.
But like you said, somehow, if you have that music and it just brings you back to where you're like, okay, I got this.
Well, because it gets you moving. It gets you moving. It sets the tone for your day. It helps you set the tone for your day. I know on the list, it has a song on there that has this good morning. And I mean, it does. It picks you up and it says, hey, listen, take the worries away. That's yesterday.
Absolutely.
This morning, is a new day.
Absolutely.
Get it going.
Hello.
Same thing. And that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
That's what it's about. It is about setting your intention in the morning, getting up, moving. Because we've talked about the fact that sometimes you have to put your feet on the floor first.
Absolutely.
You got to get them on the floor first. And in order to do that, your alarm can be, instead of this jarring alarm, it can be, kind of get you going at the beginning of your day, to set your mind at ease. To already bring down the anxiety. Because like I said, I think we all know that music can move you.
Absolutely.
It can trigger happy thoughts. It can trigger the morning of the beginning of your day. And I think it changes your mood.
It does. 100%. 100%. And for those of you who aren't aware, when you are getting your 10-day box, or if you're interested in any of the products, Miss Spencer actually has a curated music list that she put together herself.
Yes, I did.
So with that being said, what went into you creating these songs? Like while you're listening, I don't know if you want to, call yourself a music connoisseur, but while you're listening to these genres, you're listening to different artists, what made you say this one is the one that needs to make the list?
Well, I was truly fortunate to work with a phenomenal music therapist.
I know that's right. Wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Therapist?
Oh, yes. We talked with intention.
Absolutely.
With intention to get people up and going. And so I actually did. I actually worked with a music therapist. He actually has his degree in music therapy. And because he works with patients and their families, and works with patients with other disease processes, neurological disease processes. And it has been, studies have shown that music helps so much.
Yes.
With their temperaments, with the anxiety levels, with lightening their mood, with smoothing out their therapy altogether. And it's not just it's in combination with other therapies, whether that be physical therapy, whether that be speech therapy. So I actually worked with him.
That is awesome.
And cultivated a music list that is geared to help you get up, to help you lift your day in the morning, to get you moving. Because you don't necessarily, I'm not talking about exercising. I'm just talking about getting you up, lifting your mood, going into your day with our drops.
Yes.
Yes. To say, okay, I got this, whatever this is.
Yes.
Because it's helping you fill your cup up. Because I always say you have to fill up your own cup in order for it to spill over and help others.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so you have to start your day that way.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you said you were intentional about this. So you're reaching out to an expert who is saying, okay, these are the songs that will help with this, or this is a song that's good for that. Because what you mentioned just a moment ago that I thought was, something that I can't speak to enough is when someone's going through anything, whether it is mental or physical, just how powerful music is, or even just for speech therapy. Because I've seen people who can sing, but they may have a stutter.
Absolutely.
So they can't really talk it, but they can sing it,
Absolutely.
And that just shows the power of what music can do. So imagine what it can do to reset your brain in the morning. Like, yes, your mind may have been spinning. Yes, you may have a million things going on. Yes, you might have, 10 pounds on each shoulder. But the moment you hear that one song, you're just like, look, don't worry.
I'm good.
I can make it another day.
I'm good.
I can make it another day.
Right. You put those feet on the ground and you go, okay, here we go. And that's what it's meant for. And so each song on that playlist is meant to uplift, to inspire, to put a little swag in your step in the morning.
Absolutely.
But it is truly used to invoke good feeling.
Absolutely.
To uplift your mood.
Absolutely.
To calm down the anxiety.
So speaking of calm down and invoke your mood, for you, what are your top 5 songs that make you say, in the morning, I'm that chick?
Well, I told you. Good Morning is a good one. And that I really love. Now, there's also one that's really, it's kind of melodic, but it's Ginger Me Softly. Oh yeah. Oh. It's an interesting song. But it puts me in that good mood. That you go, okay, all right.
I'm feeling this.
Yeah, I'm feeling this. I can do this. And I have an hour drive to work, a little over an hour. So I can put it, I can drink my coffee. I can put a drop in my water, as I'm getting dressed. I'll make my tea and head out the door. And then on my drive, I can put on that playlist.
Yeah.
And just drive it on into work. So by the time I park that car, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. I need 3 more. What's your other 3?
Oh, okay. There's so many. I have a little bit of a classical side.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So There's a couple of classical pieces on there. I think everybody will probably remember or know. It's not like Pachelbel's Canon where it's just don do don. It's not that, because that wouldn't be morning now, would
right.
it? But I love that. There's one on there. There's a couple of those on there. There is a song by Coldplay called "Oh" that is on there. Yeah,
I love Coldplay.
yeah. This is a truly unique playlist because I think all of us like different types of music, different artists, and there are songs that if you listen to them, you go, okay, yeah, okay. Or it's the rhythm or the way it's the way it lays out to you, the way it plays in your head, and you go, okay, I like this. And Coldplay, "Old" is one of the ones that for me was kind of a standout because I hadn't thought about going there, but working with him, it was, he kind of broadened your
made you think
thoughts
outside the
about
box.
that. Yes,
yeah.
There's several India Ari
Well, we don't talk about
songs
India.
on there that I love.
She's been in the news lately, so
I know, but she got a couple of oldies but goldies.
Yes, she
that
does.
are good.
She does.
She does. There's some oldies but goldies there. We ain't talking about recently, but that she's recorded.
Yes,
that's really good.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. And before we go even further into this topic, we're going to take a quick break. And I want you guys to, of course, let us know what songs get you started in the morning. Let us know what is your go-to song, what you love to hear, what gets you started. And we will be right back. It's Healing Wednesdays on TDS Radio. It's TDS Radio, your girl SoFab Coach Block, and we are here with the healing consultant herself. That's right. It is Healing Wednesday, so we're having a very important question about your mental state and your overall health that is essentially tied into your product, in the CBD realm.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of misconceptions with CBD, and that's one of the shows that we're going to have a little later on. But for today, we are talking about music and letting the music move you. Because the one thing about the healing consultant and what she does when you decide to jump on board,
jump.
We got to find a name for your fan base, your CBDs.
I know.
Your CB babies or something. We'll have to figure out who your fan base is.
We're going to have to.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a thing.
Exactly. So when you jump and you become a part of the community, like, Coach and myself, because we definitely are, we are strong advocates of the healing consultant here. What happens is you get a specialized curated playlist to help you overall. So, of course there's the teas, of course there's the gummies, of course there's the drops, there's a roll on, but we also want to make sure that when you are playing your music, it ties everything in together. I know we were talking about, how important it is, the fact that you worked with a music therapist to ensure that these songs invoke something, some sort of emotion to get you started.
Good association.
Yes.
Because when you start your day, that's what it's about. It's about setting good intention for your day, because it's a mental space.
Oh yeah. 100%.
It's a mental space.
100%.
And that is what this is all about, is providing some tools.
Yes.
Providing tools for you to get up, get going, and go through your day.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what it's all about. I always tell people it's looking at a holistic way of looking at yourself, because we have to think of ourselves that way.
Yes.
There's not just one thing that's going to fill us up. There's not one thing that's going to make us whole or us feel that way. But with these products, I hope to give a synergetic whole piece of someone and give them pieces of it. And music is absolutely by itself.
Yes.
Just a mood changer.
Yes. And I love the simple fact that you take it a step further with your products. Like you said, you have a little bit of something for everyone. If you're a tea drinker, we have the tea. If you're if you're just I just want regular water. I have my
Yes.
drops, you know, I have
Yes.
my gummies, I have the roll on. You have so much, but then to add that bonus component of music just really shows that you, and we've been saying it throughout the whole entire show, you were very intentional about
Yes.
this, you know.
Yes. Because
And
I'm asking you to be.
yes, and you have to be. You have to be. And what I also love that you mentioned was the simple fact of just your alarm.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all, and I don't know about the people in this room.
Well,
I cannot stand a jarring alarm.
no.
It does not put me in a good mood.
No.
I already don't want to wake up.
Same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
As early as I do.
Yes.
But then to tip it off with something that's annoying and jarring and scares you and your heart is racing, that's no way to start your morning.
It is not.
It's not, you
It's
know.
not.
And for you to say, okay, well, look, let's talk about this playlist.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's curated.
Yes.
And let's
right?
use some songs from that to help you get your day started, even before you get to your drops or your
Absolutely.
tea or your gummy, whichever have you.
Absolutely. Because if you started out that way, you know, because the playlist can play throughout that whole morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether you're getting, you know, in the shower, you're getting dressed, you're, you know, putting on, for me, like, you know, a little bit of eyeliner and calling it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, because it's only like 15 minutes. But whatever your routine is, or
Mhm.
whatever the routine is that you're establishing that morning, the music can go with you.
Mm-hmm.
The music can set the mood, can set the tone, can set your day.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why I think it's so important,
Absolutely.
because I really am. I'm trying to provide a package for
Mhm.
you to try out. But if nothing else, like I said, the music, I think
Start with
people
that.
are going to love it.
Yeah.
I really do.
Start with
and
that.
I think it surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's any secret to anybody. I'm a jazz, rhythm and blues, and you know, I grew up with groups. How about that? With groups and bands, and so you know, that whole kind of Motown kind of sound to it. So I surprised myself. The finished product surprised me.
Yeah.
So, and I think it'll surprise the people who listen to it.
That's awesome. Now,
Good.
when you have your playlist,
Yes.
are you often adding, subtracting, you know,
Absolutely.
to it? Okay.
And, you know, I would invite anybody who, you know, listen to the playlist and go, oh, you know what? This song would work too. You know, send it to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, send it to me. As we know, I guess, like we said, you know, vspencer@thehealingconsultant.com.
Mm-hmm.
But send it to me. You know, we can add it. I mean, why not?
Yes. Speaking of songs, I have to ask you, there's this one song that every time I hear it, it's almost like a meditation sort of vibe, but it is R&B.
Okay.
And it's called Know That You Are Loved. Have you heard of that song?
It's possible.
I'll have to I need to find the artist.
Okay.
But it's such a soothing song, and it puts you in such a state to where you really kind of just want to hug and love on yourself.
Ooh,
you know, so
sounds like that's an ad.
Yes, absolutely. And for those of you who are watching as well,
yes.
that's a good song that when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, this is something that makes me feel good about myself, where I'm just giving myself that extra little hug. And, you know, hearing those words, know that you're loved, because you, being a person of color out here, it's tough. You're dealing with things from left and right, you know, the constant news, the social media telling you you're not enough. You don't look a certain type of way. You need to look a certain type of way. You know, your counterparts of the, you know, opposite gender are against you. It's a lot. So for you to have that reminder of knowing that you're loved, and that's all she says throughout the song is know that you're loved. But it's such a soothing, relaxing song that you're just like, I got this.
Absolutely. Because the second you walk out that door, and sometimes it, you know, it starts even before you walk out the door. And so we need every tool available to us.
Yes.
We really do.
Yes.
We need, and I hate to say it, but it's like putting on your armor.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like you got to do it.
Absolutely.
Because when you go out into the world, it's coming. It's coming.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just by you being who you are. So You know, and you battle it your whole lives. You don't know anything else but, because that is truly your frame of reference.
Absolutely.
And so we have to set, you know, we have to set the intention, we have to set the goal, we have to put on our armor. And that is what it's all about. It's, you know, it's kind of deflecting the bullets because you know they're coming.
Absolutely.
And I think that's you know, trying to just love ourselves, give ourselves some love.
Just a little bit.
No, honey, I'm talking a lot.
I know that's right.
I'm not talking a little bit. No, ma'am. I'm not doing that.
That's right.
I'm not doing that. I'm not copping to that, honey. No,
That's
a lot.
So before we get into it, we're going to take another break and we will be right back. Love on yourself in the meantime.
Love on yourself.
And we will be back with more from the Healing Consultant. It's TDS Radio.
Girl, that's what I'm talking about, honey. I ain't talking about a little bit. Don't have me up here preaching.
I know that's right.
Like, no.
The tight shot. Okay.
We ain't talking about that. Ah, okay, what'd she say? Okay, I'm trying to remember. Okay. I see it. She sent it to me.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
yeah. Do you need
to,
okay.
we'll have to put that in the system so then therefore
Yeah,
it
Yeah.
The next show, because literally I'm watching it live right now.
Oh,
on the
sweet.
phone. So I'm making
Oh,
sure
wow.
it looks good.
Yeah.
And another thing that is good for those who are viewing is it automatically adds the closed caption.
Oh.
So at the bottom of the screen, you already have your closed caption on there for our hearing impaired viewers. 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Okay.
Did you guys want to mention, because there's new products on the table that wasn't there when we were talking about rolling on the paint? You want to
Yes.
talk about the teas?
Yes. I think that the
Yeah.
other tea is on there.
Yeah, we didn't talk about
I
the
think
tea.
there's I think one of those are candles or somewhere, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. we
Hey,
can
honey, look at my
definitely-
purse to see if they're. Oh, okay. Sweet.
Okay.
Baby Jesus.
That's the song.
Oh,
I don't know if you
sweet.
know that artist, but she has some good music.
Yes. Oh, definitely. We're gonna have to add her to the list.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We're gonna have to add her to the list.
shower song. I'm getting like, yes, honey, no, you know.
Honey, you got to. Need to be done. You need to ask the black woman. So we gonna figure it out. And we don't care. We either go around, below, above, or through. We don't care.
Hello.
But we gonna get to the other side. That's the story of our lives.
Forever and always.
Yeah, it really is. It's the story of our lives.
It's TDS Radio. Your girl So Fab, Coach Block here. We are in the midst of our Healing Wednesdays. Yes. I look forward to Healing Wednesdays and these conversations because they're very important to have. They are.
I think so.
You know, so I'm always here for it. And we've only talked about, just a couple of your products.
Yes.
So we definitely want to take a deep dive into those who are looking at the table and like, well, wait a minute, I didn't see that last time because we talked about the roll-on
Yes,
and we talked about the drops.
Yes,
We
did.
didn't really get into great detail about the gummies just yet. That is coming.
That is coming.
But then let's talk about these teas because we're talking about music, we're talking about your morning routine, and a lot of people are tea and coffee drinkers.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
Ooh, okay. Well, just as we talked about that the music was cultivated
Mm-hmm.
by a music therapist that we worked with him, we actually did the same with the teas. Both because again, intentional.
Mhm.
So the morning tea is called Awakening. So it is truly a unique and special blend that we worked with a gentleman, well, actually a gentleman and a female, to cultivate the Healing Consultant tea. And it is meant to give you a pick me up. It's meant to work separately as well as in conjunction with our drops
Awesome. Okay.
for the morning.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so whether you'd like to drink just the tea
mm-hmm.
or whether you'd like to combine the drops and the tea, because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
It is truly blended. It's a unique blend specifically for us. Has a little bit of caffeine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Has a little bit of caffeine,
Mm-hmm.
but just enough to kind of get your day going and help facilitate getting that day going.
Yes.
Because like I said, the whole thing, this whole picture was about setting your intention,
Absolutely.
getting you up and going, setting your mood. So yes, so the smaller package, they can be sold separately, but they are you also can get them in the 10-day trial
Oh,
box.
that's right.
And we're going to talk about it later, but there's also a nighttime called Dreamweaver,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which works with the Delta 8 that you can have in the afternoon to kind of help you wind down.
Yes.
So that's a upcoming segment also.
Yes. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
We have to talk about nighttime routines because I've
We do.
noticed a lot of people are having issues with sleep and they're medicating through other ways.
Yes.
So like you said, let's try a more holistic approach,
Absolutely.
and let's also educate because a lot of people also shy away from CBD because of past experience and lack of knowledge. So
absolutely.
when we talk about this tea,
Yes.
be mindful that you are not going to overdose. You're not going to trip.
Oh God, no.
Things like that are not going to happen.
No.
You will not be high at the beginning of your work day.
No, it's not that kind of party.
There we go.
It is absolutely not that kind of party. I mean, we're professionals here. We ain't doing
Right.
that.
We got stuff to do. We got business to conduct.
Yes. And we
know?
got to be on our business.
Hello.
In order to be on your business, you got to be right. You got to set yourself right in the morning.
Exactly.
And that's what this is.
Love
That's the picture that I'm presenting to people.
Mhm.
Is
Mhm.
that the tea, the drops, the music. We talked about the pain,
Mhm.
the salve and the roll-on, and the CBD gummies. I mean, this is a picture. Like I said, I'm not trying to give you just one thing.
Right.
I'm saying have a purpose.
Absolutely.
Set your purpose.
Absolutely.
And mindset is key. Getting up in the morning, setting your mindset, setting your intention, that is key.
Mm-hmm.
It's key.
Absolutely.
I'm just I'm giving you some tools to do so.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing. Because everything else you've got going on in your day,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be able to go into your day with, I don't know if I can say this on land, but with kick-ass attitude.
You most certainly
with,
can.
with
And you just
kick-ass,
did.
bad bitch,
Absolutely.
persona, because that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's your day. Just by the way we look, that's your day.
Absolutely.
That's what you got going on.
Yeah.
Every day, all day. So you got to help yourself, and a lot of that is setting your intention,
Mhm.
setting your mindset,
And also taking the time to do so.
Oh God,
Because people always say, I don't have time to brew tea. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time. Make the time.
Yeah. Because I mean, if that's the case, then you're already running half empty.
Right.
People always are optimistic. Oh, you know what? My glass is half full. No, it's half empty. Because that's what it is. So how are you going to give to others when you haven't given to yourself?
Exactly.
You're not full.
Mm-hmm.
Your cup is not full. We're supposed to give when your cup is runneth over.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So how are you going to start your day? How are you going to have the mindset, the presence to do whatever it is you need to do in your day if you're not full?
There we go.
If you haven't taken care of yourself.
There we go.
Because I talked to you about self-love.
Girl, we're not gonna get into
That's all I'm saying.
You are not gonna cuss me out twice.
Just saying.
Actually, a third time because you got me together at brunch.
Yeah. Yes. Some self-love. I'm like, girl, here.
Yeah. Take it.
Yes. Go back there. Take a couple of minutes.
Get it together. Collect yourself.
There we go. Woosah it.
Yes. And I think that's important for in the morning. Collect yourself. Yes. Get your music. Start your day intentional. get your music together,
Yes.
brew your tea, deep breaths, get your drops together. But then the one thing I also want to know, because with your tea, I noticed that it's not your standard like tea bags or anything like that.
No.
So you actually need the strainer for
Yeah,
it? Okay.
or you can do the bags.
Okay.
They have just like the little filter bags. Because that's what I do. Because my morning consists of getting up in the morning.
Mhm.
We already talked about I have water by my bedside.
Mhm. Absolutely.
A drop of that, and I get up and I'm old school. I do a teapot, and so I cut my teapot on. I go back to the bedroom, and then I start. But my music is on. The music's on. I'm drinking my water. I'm doing whatever I'm going to do, and once the pot goes off,
Mhm.
I do my tea in the strainer. It sits for 4 minutes
Okay. For 4 minutes.
yeah,
Okay.
while I'm doing that. And there are instructions on the back.
Okay. Okay.
For brew time.
Okay.
I like mine a little stronger. So I
Okay.
do 4 minutes. It's suggested 3.
Mhm.
But like I said, I like stronger tea in the morning.
Absolutely.
And that's just the way I am. Just like I drink my coffee,
Mhm.
it's kind of strong.
Mhm.
So that's what I do. And then after that, so by the time that sits its 4 minutes, it's the shoes on, because I've done the brushing the teeth, I've done whatever I'm going to do for that morning
Mhm.
routine. And then I just pour it on, it's already in a cup usually. I just take the tea bag out and throw it away, put the cap on it, and then I'm gone.
And then on the go.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because my morning starts at 4:30 in the morning.
Whew.
So my routine truly is condensed in the morning.
Yes.
It really is. It's, it starts with the music. It starts with the drops. It's, it's get the kettle on, it's go back in, brush your teeth, it's the routine. And my routine, I've gotten down probably to about 15, 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Okay.
But throughout that time, and my playlist goes in the car too.
Right.
So,
it's a continuation. Let's
really
keep it moving.
is. It really is. Now I do have to confess, I do a little bit of, in the morning, I do a little bit of meditation. I'll journal if I feel I need to. I'm not committed to doing that every day. I'll be the first one to say that. But I do. I give thanks in the morning, and I wake up that way.
I know that's right.
I do. I wake up giving thanks. That I'm awake.
And my feet are on the ground.
And that I can put my feet on the ground. And so throughout my morning, I do that also. Because it's about setting. I don't think I can say that enough. It's setting an intention, having your mindset right, knowing that. Because honestly, that's what we need to do. That's what we have to do. I think that just goes without saying that we have to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then when it comes to the tea, because I work out like around the afternoon or, somewhere close to the morning, like sometimes like 10 or, 10:30.
Okay.
Is this something that I can drink on my way to the gym?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I tell you, I drink mine to work on my way to work. And it's meant for that. It's meant for a morning kind of nice, natural pick me up. Because it's all natural.
There we go. Say it again.
Yes, there's no CBD in it. It is all natural ingredients, several roots. It's a blend. And like I said, we cultivated it specifically for the healing consultant because we didn't want to do we didn't want to do the traditional caffeine.
Right.
So you'd be surprised. A couple of the roots in it are natural caffeine or pick-me-ups. And so that's what we did. We kind of cultivated it so that it's different. And it's all, like I said, it's all natural. All the roots and spices in it are natural. Just as the evening tea is too. Dreamweaver. Both of them are, and both of them were cultivated specifically for the healing consultant.
Love that.
Well, because
love that.
We talk about self-love. Well, I'm trying to give self-love out to others.
And it shows. It
Oh, thank
shows
you.
you were very intentional about each item in the box, and
Yes.
it all works well together. Now the
Thank
one thing
you.
I did not try yet is the roll on. I'm going to get to
Okay.
it. I'm definitely
Yeah.
going to get to it.
Well,
You know,
we can ask somebody about
I know,
that.
right? And then on top of that, if you guys want to know about the roll on, make sure
Yes.
that you watch the previous episode where
Yes.
Coach gave his 2 cents on it and how it helps being an athlete.
Yes.
So there's a lot that goes into these products, and don't just think like, well, it's not for me. There's a little bit of something in here for everybody.
Yes.
And definitely, if you need the education, if you have questions, any of that, Miss Spencer is here for you.
Yes.
You have her email,
Absolutely.
vspencer.
Yeah, at thehealingconsultant.com. And I also have, if you want to dive deeper, I also have consulting coaching.
Absolutely.
Now, if you truly want to dive deeper into your health,
Mhm.
into how try to incorporate these products and many more
Yes.
into your lifestyle
Mhm.
and what that looks like
Mhm.
for you. So I do actually have a more in-depth consulting service if that's something that you're interested in also.
Mhm.
But yes, and I have to admit that with every box comes when you open up that thank you,
I know.
there's some, because I am happy and grateful.
No.
I am
No.
for every person that truly spends the time
Mhm.
on these products. I mean, it's a thank you, and it's a love letter for people who look like us, for
Mhm.
women who are on the go, for people who are just trying to figure it out,
Yes.
and just need just a little bit of help,
Just a little bit.
just
Just
a
a
little.
little bit.
Yeah.
And I can't speak to it enough. And I'm not going to take up even more time speaking to it because, like I said, you guys can watch the videos previously where we have done, and there's so much more conversation that we can have around these.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
even just talking to you in this moment, there are
Yeah.
conversations that I want to have about certain diseases where I feel like your
Absolutely.
products can help,
Yes,
if you use them in conjunction. So,
absolutely.
guys, make sure you tune in.
Yes.
Healing Wednesdays is every other Wednesday. So next week, we'll be replaying this show. So tell a friend, tell a partner, tell
Yes.
a family member.
Yeah.
And
Phone
then
a
the
friend.
following week, we will be back. But in the
Phone
meantime,
and text a friend.
let everyone know how they can find you,
Yes.
social media, all of that.
Yes. Well, you can find me, the products and me, on thehealingconsultant.com, because on the website, of course, I have all of my social media, the Healing CBD for Instagram, and of course my email and website. And on the website, there's blogs and information about if you have questions on CBD, and if you don't want to ask but you kind of want to know, please look on the website. It's full of it, and I'm continuing like every week to put new stuff on. And follow me on Instagram. There's a lot of information on there every day. I do a post, whether it's about your health, whether it's about the products, whether it's about quotes to take care of yourself. Things that we all know we should say to ourselves, getting up in the morning, and then you go, oh yeah, I should do that. I should take some time out for myself. I should take this moment. Whether it's a minute to just breathe and breathe through it. That's what it's all about. And that's where they can find me.
I know
that's where they can reach out and touch, and I can reach out and have a conversation with them, because that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't get through this thing called life, without help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You just can't.
You need your community.
Absolutely.
And you found your community here.
Yes.
Just saying.
Thank you.
Y'all better get with better get with
Better
it.
tell somebody.
So with that said, once again, Healing Wednesdays, make sure you
Yes.
guys come back the week after next.
Yes.
More information. We are debunking all of the myths, all the things that you may believe about CBD that aren't quite true. And even if you have questions, feel free to join us, ask your questions. We have the expert here herself who'll be more than happy to answer. And then also, if you don't want to be on the spot, which we completely understand, that's what the consultations are for. So V Spencer at
Yes.
thehealingconsultant.com.
Yes.
Any emails or questions or anything like that, should be more than happy to answer. And
Absolutely.
we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Thank you guys. It's TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.